Like, I have work I do not want to, and it's just crazy.
A lot. It's a lot.
We're
Let's see.
recording.
And Sarah, Ellen, hello, beautiful women. I don't like I can't see everyone's face at the same time, but that's okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Does everyone here feel comfortable with, like, if I were to ask the question, which I'm going to ask, like, which chakra of yours really needs the most attention, which one needs a supercharge? Does everyone have a good idea of what that one would be? Does anyone have any questions, the breakdowns of I'm learning there are lots more, but the 7 main ones inside of our body? And if you don't know, please, I can easily go over them quickly. I just want to bring that up first before we dive into subconscious conversation alongside of some affirmations and stuff.
I could use a quick little reminder.
Yes, thank you for being honest about that. So root chakra, I found this little list, it fell out of my papers. I was like, I think I'm supposed to talk about that tonight. So I'm rolling with it. So first chakra, root chakra, base of spine. It's red for self-awareness, confidence, and courage. And there's so many things that go into it, but its purpose is grounding. And this chakra is of survival and sustainability, feeling comfortable and claiming your peace on earth. So thinking, and a lot of times it falls into like when you are just born, having stability. Sacral chakra, so we're going rainbow colors up. That's orange, lower abdomen, and that's for resourcefulness, success, that's sensuality. It manages emotions, it's connection to, sexuality, feeling confident in your relationships, and passionate about being able to express yourself freely. Solar plexus, so right, what am I trying to say? Sternum is yellow, which is about yellow for wisdom, clarity, self-esteem. It's your personal power. So it's trusting your ability to take risks. It's that courage. It's the chakra of willpower. And then heart chakra, green. So for love, kindness, self-control. And it's all about self-love. And it's the chakra of balance and relaxation. The throat chakra, blue, is knowledge, health, and digestiveness, and it's about self-expression. This is the chakra of communication, being truthful and forward and expressing what you want and need, and ultimately taking responsibility for yourself through your own voice. And then third eye, so that is indigo, for intuition, mysticism, understanding. And so this is the chakra of insight, visualization, applying good reason to your current actions based on prior experiences, and just intuition. Crown chakra, top of head. So the final one here is violet, for creativity, inspiration, being connected to divine, spiritual awareness. This chakra receives energy from the universe, from God, the channels that life into the lower 6 chakras. I think that's a typo, but it's often illustrated as a lotus flower opening to receive spiritual awakening. So what I would like to do is just close our eyes and let's do that breath together. So let's put our hands palm up in our lap, just in this receiving position as we exhale any air inside our lungs. And then take a deep breath in through our nose, filling up our belly. Releasing through the mouth, audible. And let's do that 2 more times. So deep breath in the nose. And 1 more, just sinking into your seat. And as you keep your eyes closed, I'd love for you to place your hand on that chakra or chakras that are really feeling that they need that boost, that supercharge. And as you feel even roots just like anchoring down from your feet, from your sits bones, just letting Mother Earth hold you and feeling this golden thread starting at that root chakra, right at your base, weaving up through sacral, connecting it to solar plexus, to your heart, up your spine, to your throat, through your mind's eye, and then out through your crown, just connecting in with divine. And if you were a part of GoPro, at the end, Eric Worre had us vision a color. If you were a part of that, have that color appear for you now. And if you weren't a part of that, just let whatever color drops in. And just put that attention, say that prayer, that palm up for receiving, of activating that groundedness, activating that monetary expansion, that sensuality, those creative forces, that empowerment, the courage, the heart activation and authenticity, the love, the communication, the intuition, the connection to divine. Just ask for it to be dropped in as we close out this amazing year of 2020 and open up a new doorway and new path into 2021 with so much in store for us. And just allow yourself to receive. Feel it as though it is, whatever that area or multiple areas, that they're being nourished. Feeling that light grow stronger, feeling those areas solidify and at the same time remain fluid to expand and morph in ways that we might not even understand. I recently heard that the most powerful prayer that we can say is thank you. So just close your eyes and feel into that thank you as though it is. And let's take one more closing breath together, just again, releasing any air that we have. Actually, keeping our eyes closed, let's face palms out as though we were all sitting in a circle and just feel that love and compassion just shining on our brothers and sisters as a family unit of the Abundance Project. Just pouring those prayers and that intention, that medicine into one another's souls. And then just feeling that expand. Just feeling that auric field expand to allow all the people who are coming into our family in 2021. And the joy that that brings, and maybe just put a smile on your face. And now let's bring our hands together at heart center and just feeling with deep gratitude and appreciation. And take a final breath, just releasing any air that we have. And then taking a deep breath in through the nose. And releasing through the mouth. And go ahead and just blink your eyes open when you're ready. Beautiful. So tonight, I want to talk a little bit about, it's like, okay, here we did GoPro, we've done the holidays, the solstice is here, the portal happened, there's magic everywhere. Mitra did the vision board thing last night, and I know a lot of you did that or did vision boards on your own, and apparently it was recorded, and so there's the hypnotherapy part to just different than what I just did, but tap into that to activate your board and activate your vision. And so I wanted to close the year for us talking about the subconscious. And so I'm going to read from some notes. I was actually talked about the Abundance Project retreat that we did in October a bit. And it's really something, as I've mentioned, at the beginning of 2016, I really got into this, and it has changed my life forever. The power of manifestation, the power of visioning. So I'm going to just kind of bounce back and forth from my notes. So we have conscious mind and subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind does not know what's real and not. So let's just think about that. Subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's not. And your conscious mind is your thinking mind, it's your awareness. So when you're born, there wasn't a conscious mind, it was strictly subconscious. So it just, you became fixed in that subconscious patterning. And it's like your automatic program, the emotions that you're feeling and the way that you're operating. And so most of these programs that we're playing today, are because of what happened between birth and age 5. And we don't even realize that they're there because we can't feel our subconscious mind. Like, it doesn't have emotion. It's just our program. So what I would love to do here is think about something that you really want. And again, if you are a part of GoPro, Eric did this at the very end, and I'd love to revisit that and just, again, like, pour that magic and that medicine on ourselves as a reminder and into one another. But what is something that you really want from this business? And I want to breathe into that. And Eric Worre's example, and I don't have my computer, so I can't type this up, but maybe one of you could type into the chat. I am so grateful and appreciative that I am so grateful and appreciative. I am a blank, so position, making blank per month, period. And I like to follow it with a lot of thank yous. That powerful prayer. So I am so grateful and appreciative, right? Mitra always talks about appreciation being even better word to use instead of grateful, because appreciation appreciates, and we'd all love to see our bank accounts and our lives and all the things appreciate. I am a blank position in the business, making blank per month. And again, just like feeling into that thank you. So stick with that, where we just were. And if you haven't written that down yet, I just want to take like a minute to feel into what that might be for you. Like, where would you want to be by the end of the year? All right. So what you think about ultimately manifests into reality. And so we have to start with this fantasy, this thing that, to me at times, and now I'm doing, right? We're all doing it again, right? It feels like a fantasy, and move it into reality. So I love thinking about this. This actually came from Bob Proctor. I'm sure many of you are familiar with The Secret, but nothing is created or destroyed. So everything is already here in one state or another. So think about the Wright brothers. Like, no one thought that they would actually be able to fly an airplane in the sky. Like, you crazy. Or Thomas Edison. The light bulb, the concept of a light bulb seemed ridiculous. And so as we raise our conscious awareness about these goals that we have, we're also, we can reach these dream goals and create these things that, like, people say are ridiculous, right? So the thing is we really have to want it, like, really, really, really deep in our, like, desires I think I must be sitting over a heater. I'm starting to sweat. I'm really excited about my future. It's turning me on. Woo! Take that off. But where was I? Talking about being turned on by my dreams and desires. Oh, so we really have to want it and be focusing on it on like a daily basis. Really, it's a daily basis. And you can have hiccups here and there because we're human, but Thomas Edison had 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at the light bulb. So, and Eric Roy also talked about this. How you're going to get there is irrelevant. You do not have to know how, but when a person really believes in something, the mind automatically, and I love this, the mind automatically begins creating ideas that will pave the path to accomplishing it. This, like Eric, one of his favorite quotes is like, tell the world and figure it out. Like, tell the world and figure it out. Like, it will come to you as we stay close to this fire, as we stay close to our family, as we like pour that medicine on ourselves and one another. So I want you to look back at that thing that you wrote down, that position or that dollar amount. So maybe it's both, maybe it's just one that really like you feel really strongly about it. And if it's money, be proud of that. I used to have a lot of shame around money, and like I'm breaking through. There's times when I'm like, I have a note card. I'll just say it because as Brittany actually called me out on it. I was like, I shared an affirmation with her and Ellen the other day, and it said something about having $1 million in my savings account. I was like, I know that that's ridiculous. And she's like, girl, do not say that that's ridiculous. Like, you got it. And I'm like, you're right. You're right. But like, if it's money, like money just makes us more of who we are, right? So be proud of making money and being able to teach other people about making conscious money, right? So really feel like, just close your eyes again, like feel it. Feel it, meaning like, what would you feel like if that dropped in your bank account on the 1st of January? How much more ease would be in your life? What would you do with that? How would you honor yourself? How would you love on the people around you? Like, that's what to feel, and what to see, like seeing those numbers in your mind's eye. And I'll get into the specifics of it in a bit here. But doing this regularly, like daily, causes us to draw something from ourselves that we didn't even know was there. So these shifts, or to shift these paradigms, like let's stick with the money thing. Like, I'll never make more than $200 in my paycheck. Like I've been stuck at $200. My paycheck went down last month. Like, staying in that sort of paradigm, that programming, like something happened in your childhood that's, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, like whatever that thing is. We have to change the emotion and change the energy, right? Like, emotion is energy in motion associated with what we want, and then visit that regularly. So I really love this part as well. It helped me like really think about how this works. So if you want to take notes on, the emotion changes the behavior changes the action, and the action produces a new result. So again, that's emotion changes the behavior changes the action, and the action produces a new result. So once you make a decision about, I am going to make that paycheck, I am going to, you're motivated to jump on team call, be involved in rep rap, use the hub, like be reaching out to people, like joining Ray Higdon, using Teamsy, like all of these different, like the tools are already there, right? And so make this decision and lean into emotions and visions, and you will find all the people, the resources, and the ideas that you need, and you will literally attract, whatever you need to achieve your goal, you will attract that. And I've seen it time and time again inside of this business. And I shared recently, like, it's not that I've been lazy in this business. However, it was like balls to the walls for 3 years to get to NMD. And then I self-sabotaged. Like, I was making the paycheck that I wanted to make, and I got comfortable with that. And instead of like kind of just like keeping my momentum going, maybe it was because I was getting married, maybe it was because I was traveling, but I got complacent and I got a little distracted. And that's all fine. This business allows you to get distracted. However, you know, I'm excited for this year to really like get that momentum going with all of you. And the meet like rep rap today, so good. Please, if you did not watch rep rap, go check that out. Mitra is she actually admitted to some of this. She's like, I have not been, and that's hard to do as a leader. Like, I have not been playing at the level that I should be playing to be able to lead a team and show people like what they're supposed to be doing. So she's pouring out some tools and giving them to us. Remember for those of you who are on not rep rep, part of the GoPro weekend, how we talked about trades. So if you have your GoPro ticket for next year, which they until the 31st, so they're $97 until the 31st. So go get it now. If you buy that ticket, and you can show that you have a receipt, Mitra is going to do extra coaching and help people get organized and give you this program for customer care. Like, I just heard about it on Rep. I've been hearing Sarah Beardmore talk about this thing, and I've kind of been like, oh, like another thing. I wasn't really listening to it, but now she's explaining how it's going to help us with customer care. And instead of us paying like $100,000, like Mitra's buying the programming, and it's the trade. Yes. Thank you, Ellen. So really stepping into attracting all of these amazing things. And so thank you, Ellen, for putting that in there. This is the project broadcast is what Mitra is going to be rolling out for those of people who just go get your ticket. If you don't have a ticket, like, just go get it. Buy some more, get some more for your people you're going to bring next year, because it's going to be online again December 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So back to that's awesome. Back to the subconscious piece here. So we think in pictures. So feed your mind these pictures and these feelings that it needs to produce the outcomes of your desires. And through this repetition, you plant this picture in your subconscious mind. Like, this is how you start changing your subconscious mind, because you cannot feel it. But this repetition and emotional impact, feeling into really wanting it, literally can change the neural pathways and your behaviors. Back to that, emotion changes behavior, our behaviors change action, action produces the new result. So through repetition, we plant this picture in our subconscious mind and move it into this living, breathing thing, but we don't feel it really. Like, we don't feel it, but we're producing it. So we have to build this mental picture of how we would like to live and make this firm decision to hold on to that vision. And then that's when it's a vibrational thing. Over time, things begin to flow into your mind and turn into reality. And that's ultimately why I became a rest practitioner, to help people. Like, you can do it through affirmations, which we're going to talk about tonight. And you can also do it through rest therapy is one way to help people really be able to like test to see if their subconscious mind is actually worthy of making $5,000 a month. Am I worthy to be a leader? Am I worthy of, or I'm okay to be confident. I'm okay to be a proud network marketer. Like, so many of these things that it takes, we have to do the work. Otherwise we fall back into, I can't remember Ellen, what's the quote from Eric Worre, the one that you shared last team call too?
I might have it memorized by now. We take a temporary loss of esteem from ignorant people. I would say people who don't understand yet. He says ignorant people.
Yeah. So good. And such a good reminder. So, so these subconscious things, so you can test them. And I'm happy, any of you, to test, like, are you proud to be a network marketer? Are you, do you feel confident as a leader? Are you worthy of making certain dollar amount per month? Because if you're not going to get there. Like, it just doesn't happen. You have to work with these practices. So, again, I mentioned emotional impact and repetition. So we have to change the emotion associated with making the money. That's the example right now, right? Because I'm sure we can all relate to it on some level, being worthy of something, excelling, being seen, visit it regularly. So repetition through our senses. And I had whatever the size of the standard note card is, and I'd write out my affirmations, and we're going to share a bunch of them with you tonight, but I would read those. But also visualizing. And I mentioned recently, like, if you ended up writing out, what you envision 21, or maybe your 3-year plan or your 5-year plan, like, listening to that when you go make your coffee or your smoothie in the morning, just like brainwashing yourself of what you want. And there's a quote I've heard many times, not a quote, but that they say a person who stops writing out their goals after 3 weeks will actually lose that vision for that goal. So I know that especially in this business, it's taught me so much about how to create. And I felt myself standing on that stage as an NMD and looking down at my shoes, and I knew which dress I was going to be wearing. I could feel my husband like standing behind me. I could see the lights, and whatever that thing is, but to really put yourself in that and feel into the emotion of it again on a daily basis. So I want to talk about this for a second, because when it comes to affirmations, let me just see. Oh my gosh, it's already. Anyways, we're going to go over just a few minutes. I apologize. Natasha's going to pull up a screen here in a second. It's inside of our Abundance Project Facebook page that has a list of affirmations that are written really well. They're clear, specific. You can feel an emotion attached to them. And so in addition to the one that we just created with the specific piece, I invite you to go pick out between 5 to 10 more in there. I had to add a few more, but start small so you actually do them. And the best time to do your affirmations is right when you wake up. You want to be in that theta brainwave state. So really your subconscious can absorb these things. And that's to turn them into reality. So right when you wake up, after meditation also works, but right when you wake up really is one of the best, alongside of right before you go to bed. So the affirmation coach I worked with for 4 years, I was reading my affirmations literally 2 times, basically every day. And it changed my desire. It changed my hunger level. It got me motivated to do my reach outs. I had a lot. It changes your behaviors. Your emotions change your behaviors. And so it just creates so much more ease in your life because you are changing your program and how you're operating around all of this. And so I love this, and so people and situations will come and go, and it's not a reflection of your worth. And that's something I have to remind myself of. It's not a reflection of my worth or your worth, it's their journey. So this quote is that what people think of me is none of my business. I love that so much. I just feel so liberated. What you think of me is none of my business. And so I really want you to feel into those affirmations, as we're approaching this new year. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or reach out to your upline. We can do another call around this. It's basic, and at the same time, it's really life-changing. So I don't want to overlook it. A lot of people talk about affirmations. I just really want to make sure that they're in the present tense, they're with positive words. You would never want to say something like, I am fearless around stepping into my leadership. Fearless has the word fear in it. You do not want your mind to see that word. And it's really powerful to see the words again, listen to it. And Natasha, I saw you, let me look at the chat really quick because you may have already typed that in there. Oh, thank you so much on the NMD speech. I was, um, that was a lot. There's an app. It's actually called Think Up. It's a free app as long as you only have 3 affirmations, but you can record your voice. And you like, I would get up in the morning. This is before I recorded myself, but I would listen to those 3 affirmations till I sat down to do a meditation. But so again, that's a good one. It's called Think Up. And also today is a full moon. I love working with the good vibes. So just knowing it's a full moon in Cancer, and it's a lot about just community, seeing the good in people. And so, maybe sit tonight with like, what is that thing, that word, that whatever that you want to release. I'm a big fan of burn it. You can tear it up and flush down the toilet, but and I just seeing it burn and like releasing it, letting it go. So is there any questions? Ellen, do you want to sing? Is that what I saw here? I wish I could see all of this. Did I see that though? Awesome. Do you want to, Ellen? It's okay if you don't. Oops, you're
Are
muted.
people gonna write Affies?
I was going to pull that up and maybe even just write out, like you wrote out one, let's like write out 2 more together from that sheet. So Tosh, did you throw the link in there?
I just put that it's on our page, and you can, like, on the Abundance Project Facebook page, and if you click the little microscope and you type affirmations,
Perfect.
the first 2 things that pop up, AB has 2 different links in there, and there's like pages and pages and pages. I just shared this actually with a customer recently. I don't know how she got the idea that I use affirmations, but she was like, I need some things. And so I was like, here, use these pages. These will help you.
That's so good. Well, let's just because we're together and we're in this space, go to the Abundance Project Facebook page now, type that in, and Ellen's going to play us a little song while you pick out 2 more that like really resonate with this mission that we're on.
I am light, I am light. 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 I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age, I'm not my race, I'm my soul inside. I am light. 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 inside. I'm a star, piece of it all. I am light. 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 Ooh. I am light. I am light.
Ellen, thank you so much. Oh,
Thank
what a
you.
beautiful way to close. Thank you for your gifts, and just yes, feel that light just pouring down on you, whatever that color is. Feel it pouring out from you, right? Just allowing our acts of service to be the overflow because we're filled up. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your 2020. Happy full moon. Release that shit that's not serving you. Call in the lights. And so honored to be doing this life, really, just this life with each of you, and to those who are going to be checking out the recording later. So lots of love. And we'll see you in 2021.
Bye.